Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hey Tamarals! Hey Tamarals! Hey Tamarals! Summer Test Podcast here, your one and only source into the scandalous shenanigans in the FEU community. This just in. Why so stressed, these? What if failing your wellness and recreation program is in fact the start of your academic fall? Better batten the hatches, these. Looks like our straight 4.0 islands are about to be hit by a WRP1 hurricane.
The Wellness and Recreation Program is a university-wide course which intends to develop Far Eastern University students' physiological and psychosocial fitness, as well as encourage social responsibility and community involvement. Am I right, Fran?
That's right. WRP is actually a beneficial course for college students. Nevertheless, I personally think that WRP has its flaws that significantly go against its purpose. Like how most of the rooms that we use for board games and arts and crafts aren't even air-conditioned, and not even a single electric fan is inside.
Right, I was there too. Imagine being in a closed room with more than 20 people without proper ventilation.
What? I think that's even more draining than doing physical activities at the court or in the pavilions.
Yeah. Exactly. If this was really for our wellness, how can they expect students to feel well in that case?
True.
Especially since there are times that we book the morning schedules and we have no choice but to go to our next agendas for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of hot WRP rooms, don't even get me started on how some students tried to cut off an hour line and we were trying to sign up for board games. Like, that was so annoying.
Yeah. Wait, now, that is a different issue. Maybe for our next episode.
Remember the power-ups glitch?
Yes.
Students are lining up on the narrow hallways and the maximum capacity has exceeded na nga.
Grabe yun.
I could tell just by looking at it. Ano ba?
Yeah, I think the goal of WRP is to survive the heat and climb up to the 5th floor using the stairs. Am I right?
Students were lining up for the board games at that time. Another time was also when over 100 students lined up in Future Center building for street hip hop.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
hassle.
Yes.
So hassle.
The line was all the way from FC to Lerma and then to the engineering building.
Shocking.
And since WRP bookings are only frequently available in FEU Makati, this makes me want to transfer to
Same.
FEU Makati.
Let's transfer.
Let's go.
Others have decided to drop their WRP course because it is really draining and they know they will fail regardless. I saw it in one FEU community.
I saw that too.
Imagine doing it and doing this until our 4th year. Instead of focusing na lang on our academics, diba? We have to add WRP point to our schedules.
That's
So,
really
Despite
stressful.
the fact that it is already stressful.
Yes.
But we do have to admit, WRP is fun. Gia and I have already met a few people from different institutes and programs.
Really?
We still get to greet each other.
That's true.
It's also a chance for us to do our hobbies or anything we're passionate about, like dancing, music writing,
Oh, music
volleyball,
writing.
and such.
Same.
In our case, it's
Right.
only board games and arts. Nevertheless, it was fun.
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
It's really fun still.
Alam nyo, I use WRP to somehow start a healthy lifestyle by booking dancing and exercising activities. So,
Well.
yeah. Yeah, I can admit that the course itself can be quite beneficial.
Yeah, it is. Only if we weren't pressured to meet a huge amount of time, it is in a very unorganized manner and getting anxious about how we're doing well in other subjects but think we're failing a course that's almost like a PE subject.
Oh my God, that's so
really
right.
sad.
Wait. Someone sent us an anonymous tip. Sabi sa WRP, Wellness and Recreation Program promotes sustained engagement in physical, mental, ... Pero bakit sobrang stressful naman? All years kasi sobrang stress na sa WRP na dapat pala itanggal stress sa students. Number 1, can they just remove FLJ or at least open it agad-agad instead of future requirements before mag-open? Number 2, if they can't remove the FLJ, why can't they just lower the time requirement to pass? 20-something hours and now you're giving us dance community fitness na for reservation? Really? Number 3, ano ba yan? Strategy para tiba sa PK sa mid-year term? Dahil mukhang maraming babagsak sa WRP. Seryoso? Sa taas ng tuition fee?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really true because before accessing the FLJ and the BK, you need to finish first the prerequisites and sobrang daming yung surveys and kailangan sagutan, kailangan fill
Hindi naman
upan,
necessary.
bago mo masagutan muna yung mismong BK.
It becomes an inconvenience na lang.
Yeah, and considering the BK mismo, parang you need to do some activities and have proofs for it. Just for example, sa TAM Festival, kailangan mo pa ng picture. Pero what if hindi ka nakapag-picture at that time?
Sabagay. Tsaka yung schedule niya din is, sipin yung finals na next week. Tapos sobrang pa ng deadline ng BK. Like, sobrang hassle para sa atin. Dahil na nga, may podcast tayo, di ba?
So, to add lang with that, many 4th and 3rd year students are really stressed out about the BK, the FLJ, and the mismong WRP since they already have internships, they are already graduating, pero nangangamba pa sila dun sa mismong WRP. Parang, it's the reason pa why magiging hindrance pa yun for their graduation and for their achievements such as Din listers and yung Latin honors.
Tama.
Right. I actually have a friend, one from accountancy and one from communications as well, na they're both running for cum laude. But the only subject that they're crying about is the WRP. Kasi hindi nila alam paano isisingit sa schedule, sa dami ng ginagawa. So, isipin, wellness and recreation program, pero ito yung iniiyakan mo, di ba?
That's hard
It's
to
so
say.
ironic.
May OJT pa sila, tapos dadagdag lang ng stress yung WRP.
Tama.
That's
Iniisip niya,
sad.
meron ko sa kanila gusto mag-OJT sa ibang bansa.
Mm.
So, paano mo gagawin yun, di ba? How are you
Sayang.
gonna balance all of it?
Sayang naman yung opportunity.
Yeah.
Hey girls! Walang gana pumati kasi feeling flat na ang hair mo? Don't worry! Get your hair bounced with Palmolive Naturals na may 100% natural coconut cream extract. Hair is so soft. Para bonggang-bongga ang hair bounce. Bounce dito, bounce doon, bounce lang kahit saan. Your bonggang-bonggang hair bounce with Palmolive Naturals.
Epic men always look the part. Show off your confidence with a champion of oil control. Nivea Men. White Oil Clear Mud Foam helps remove excess oil for the epic interview, so you can become the king of first impression. Nivea Men.
This episode is brought to you by Jollibee, one of the most convenient comfort food of every Tamaraw. Dahil finals na, uso ngayon ang puyatan, walang tulugan, at walang pahingahan, further resulting into stress and anxiety. Tamarites and Jollibee is here to remind you that your happiness and comfort should come first. Take care of your mental health. Take a break. Dahil sa Jollibee, bida ang siya.
Sumasayaw sa tuwa. Ganyan ang feeling kapag bida ang saya. Bida tayo, minsan bida ang bata. Sa Jollibee na tayo, mas matunog, mas masaya. Sa Jollibee na tayo, walang iba. Sa Jollibee, bida ang saya. Bida ang saya.
What will ever happen to the fashionistas of FEU? 3-time violations already result in 1-day suspensions. Poor tees. First, you lose your fashion sense and now your decent discipline records. #fashion in crisis.
They aren't even consistent with their rules. I'm not sure if it depends on their mood or if they are based on the body type of the students. It seems that the guards aren't getting along with their rules.
It also seems that it depends on whether they look at you in a sexist way or not.
Yes, tama.
Based on my own experience, I was called out by the guard several times and had my ID confiscated. Then as I entered the campus, I saw some students wearing the same top, like same as mine.
Huh?
But theirs were not as revealing as what I was wearing.
Grabe
right?
naman yun.
Oh my God.
Oh, I remember that one. So, it's like they got away with the guards because they wore a jacket over the revealing tops.
What's the point then? They are barred from entering the campus but are allowed to walk around in the campus wearing the revealing tops. That's not right.
Another issue is when they wear the same footwear for the few months of the semester, and then the same
Yes.
footwear is suddenly no longer allowed.
Yes, tama.
Yeah.
And without proper announcement about it or whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true.
I heard someone from the FEU Central Student Organization that squared pants, checkered or patterned pants, and cargo pants aren't allowed because the admin said it doesn't look professional enough.
I just hope that they are consistent and clear with their rules, since violations will have an impact on our academic standing.
Yeah, and yung reason nila why they don't allow patterned pants or cargo pants is very classes. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but to be honest, FEU's dress code really is kinda anti-poor.
Yes, I did. So, although it is understandable that a private university will be stricter on these rules, it just defeats its purpose of being a progressive environment as they claim to be.
And diba, our clothing doesn't define us and has nothing to do with
Yeah.
our performance in our
Yes.
class. Am I right?
Slay!
It just really hinders us from expressing ourselves.
Yes.
True, like am I harming anyone ba with my single sleeveless top?
No!
Even a spaghetti strap.
Yeah! Like,
True, madam.
man.
In the rising cases of sudden violations of clothes that don't violate the dress code naman, like the one mentioned a while ago on patterned pants, I'm truly confused now.
Let's look at it at the bigger picture kasi. It's like students are forced to buy new clothes just so their IDs won't be confiscated. Yet, this matter is really overlooked by the admins.
Oo nga, like yes, they are not required to buy new ones, pero what are they are going to use now if more of their clothing is marked as violation, di ba?
To be honest, the root problem na is also with FEU stocks and the production of uniforms. A friend
Yes.
of mine ordered their institute polo last August pero she still can't claim it kasi it's always out of stock.
Yeah, in relation to WRP, it's truly a hassle if one must bring extra clothes pa and change into their jogging pants inside the campus.
Oh, and there was this incident regarding WRP's dress code that someone actually just sent to us right now.
This just in from a mixed-T themselves. A security guard from FEU claims mixed-T violated the dress code by wearing jogging pants, gartered at the end. Mixed-T reasoned out their WRP for wearing that outfit. Nonetheless, the guard forced them to surrender their ID, forcing Mixed-T to further cut his pants just to attend his WRP session.
Such a waste.
Some might call this a travesty, but in FEU, we call it a normal school morning. Ay, nako, grabe. Oh my God.
Grabe. Imagine having to spend a grave amount of time and money commuting,
Yon.
carrying 2 more sets of clothes in your bag, which adds to your exhaustion and laundry.
Tama.
Plus,
Tama.
worrying
Grabe talaga.
about what you can possibly wear for tomorrow just because you
That's
aren't
so
allowed to
Oh my
wear
God.
something inside the
Yes,
campus.
that's really a hassle.
Please, I don't really know why the admins won't see its underlying results to the students.
Plus, it baffles me na everything which is considered a violation on pants, the short skirt, patterns, and so on, are incorporated to FEU High School's uniform, which was once before uniform din ng FEU.
Yeah, I do wish that they'd still try to view things from our shoes with an unprivileged mindset.
Tama.
For me, my
Correct.
main issue on the dress code is how we would have to suffer a long time consequence because of a short time matter. FEU only allowed us to wear civilian attires for the first semester, diba? But our records would reflect until graduation. I wish they were a bit more resilient on all
Yeah,
this.
tama.
Right, I can't imagine working hard for a recognition on our graduation day and end up not having it because of a silly dress code before.
That's heartbreaking. And they really can't expect us to buy clothes that would meet their standards when the whole civilian wearing would only last for months.
For me, the first time I had my ID confiscated, I was literally wearing this green cardigan and top. What part of this outfit is inappropriate for a school setting?
Oh well, they confiscated my ID for wearing sandals that were only open at the back. Close naman siya. And they suspended me for 1 day because of that.
They really need to work on this. It's not like we're tarnishing the image of the university if you're seen outside wearing such clothes.
Yes. tama.
There was also this incident na was given as a tip for us na parang they wear fitted top. So, hindi siya crop top. It's just fitted. Like, the tela usually ng clothes. Then, suddenly, sinita siya ng guard saying na it was inappropriate and it was a crop top kahit na it was tucked in her pants.
Yeah.
Parang, it's just because, it is fitted for her and she has curves on her body, it is considered as revealing and violation na siya. Pero, as she entered the campus, the FEU premises, ang daming students rin na nakasuot ng ganon. Pero, it's just that they're much thinner, let's say, or sabihin na nating mahaba tignan sa kanila kasi nga, they don't have curves on their body.
And also, it wasn't on the first post of Yuxo na bawal ang fitted tops.
Yes.
As long as hindi siya crop, diba?
Yeah.
It should be okay. And also, I would like to add that even the guys, hindi sila exempted from this issue because one of our blockmates, Stephen, if you guys remember, meron siyang pants na stripes.
Oh, yeah.
On the 7th time that he wore that one, dun siya nakuhaan. Nasa kalagitnaan na tayo ng semester. Tsaka siya nakuhaan. At wala namang sinabi ang Fuxo na bawal na ang pants na may pattern. So, di ba?
Yeah.
For the first time nakuhaan siya, all because walang sinabi ang Fuxo and ang FEU mismo na may bago ng rule.
Yeah, it's like they just keep on adding new rules. Parang kumari, kinuhaan ng guard yung ganitong, ng ID yung student na may ganitong clothing. Parang magiging bagong rule na siya bigla. And it just continues to be like that. So, there was also an incident na a student was wearing, square pants. So, it was really stated sa dress code ng FEU na pwede yung square pants. Pero, bigla silang kinuha ng ID, sinita kasi, sabi, yung square pants daw nila, tokong. It looks like tokong, like, yung hanggang sa knees lang na pants.
Yeah.
Pero, what really happened is, since malambot yung tela ng square pants, syempre, it will rise up when you walk. So, kailangan lang ibaba, pero they still, parang the guards really confiscated the ID and disregarded the students' claims.
I think one of our blockmates as well, si Micah from 103.
Yes.
Nakaganon din siyang pants, pero it was shorter, but kita yung knees niya. And that was the reason kung bakit siya kinuhaan ng ID, kasi kita yung knees niya. Like, what? Parang, below the knee naman.
Yeah.
At the same time, parang, hindi na rin kasi natin yung kasalanan. Fault na yun ng admin and ng Fuxo. Kasi, lacking of reminder nila yun eh. Sila yung may responsibility dun eh. Kailangan sinasabihan nila tayo para aware tayo.
What's so inappropriate with the pants that has stripes on it, or like heart, or like smiley face?
Yeah.
What's so inappropriate about that? Hindi siya, bakit ang sinasabi is that hindi siya mukhang professional? And at the first place, we're students.
Yeah.
Diba? We're not professionals yet. And even yung suot nga ni Stephen na striped pants, that actually looks professional.
And that is worn by professionals mismo.
Diba?
Like coordinates with suits. And to add lang,
well, the main point naman kasi talaga ng pagkakaroon ng problem sa dress code is yung kung gaano siya ka-classes, kung gaano siya ka-anti-poor. Like, sobrang grabe ng pagdidiscriminate nila sa mga students kapag nag-wear sila ng patterned pants, cargo pants. Bakit? Hindi ba professionals na maituturing yung mga nagsusuot ng mga ganong damit, di ba?
yeah, and to add na lang, parang we cannot really do anything about it. Kasi if some type of clothes cannot suit our body, cannot fit talaga with us, edi syempre, we'll comply or gagamitin natin yung kung anong pwede sa atin. Pero what can we wear kung yung pwede talaga sa atin, sa body type natin, hindi naman pwede for FEU.
Also, I wonder why ibang schools, bigger schools, diba? Higher schools, if I'm allowed to say this. Bakit sila pwede?
Yeah.
Can I say the school or
Yeah.
can I say Ateneo?
Yeah, and
Ateneo, they're allowed to wear shorts with a tube top on it.
yes!
Even
It's
Lasal.
not a problem.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have a good education.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Like, pagdating ng araw na nagtrabaho na, we can comply. But right now, can't we live our lives?
And FEU is not even a Catholic school.
Mhm.
It's understandable if Catholic, but just for a private university, parang it's so over na considering na LaSalle and the other universities
Like
like
Macoa.
Ateneo, mas private pa sila and even higher.
Also, given the fact na kung nasaan ang lokasyon ng school natin, bakit tayo, di ba? Sana we can think about that, the location of our school,
Yes.
we can't really wear something na we're uncomfortable with.
Yes, and some required clothings talaga or yung inaalaw lang nila are inconvenient for us. Imagine wearing polos, sobrang init sa FEU and wala man lang shade na mapuntahan. Plus pinagbabawal yung Crocs or other shoes na parang medyo open, considering na bahain yung FEU.
Yeah, and the main point is that all of this is for the first semester lang naman. Next sem, naka-uniform na tayong lahat. Diba? Bakit hindi sila maging strict doon at that time? Why now?
At saka, I wanna point out kung paano nila laging sinasabi sa students na progressive sila, welcoming sila sa mga LGBT, ganon. Pero, why they can't be just as progressive sa dress code? Like, it's a small thing na lang kung i-compare natin sa LGBT community, di ba? Why they can't be just as progressive sa factor na yun?
And it's been an issue for the longest time. Bakit walang progress? Bakit parang pababa lang tayo ng pababa?
Yeah.
Hindi, imbes na pagko-call out natin, walang nangyayari, di ba?
Yes.
Ganun pa rin, lumababa pa nga tayo.
Parang pag like for example, ang magiging sagot natin dyan is yung uniform, di ba? So for example, hindi na tayo makakapag-uniform na tayo next sem and ngayon pa tayo. Sobrang conservative na pwede natin suotin ngayon and sipin mo, next sem pa, wala pa din progress regarding sa ating mga uniform.
Yeah,
Laging out of
that's
stock.
true.
So, paano tayo makakapag-shift sa
Sobrang
ganun
hirap.
Sobrang hirap talaga pag
Nung pa lang nung nagsa-start pa lang yung enrollment.
Yes,
grabe
like
na yung
around
pila.
July.
Grabe na yung pila, out of stock na. Until now, it's out of stock. Until now, you have to wait for it. We don't even have the color white anymore. Full green na lang, na instant
Yes.
polo.
Plus, there's no yellow na. Binawasan pa nila.
Yung mga nagbili sa online, hanggang ngayon, di pa nila na-receive yung kanila.
I also pre-ordered mine, pero every time na pumipila ako just to claim it, lagi pa rin out of stock even though pre-ordered na siya. And it was really meant for me na may stock na talaga for sa akin.
Also, can I add about this? Pagsamahin naman natin yung WRP and yung dress code.
Yes!
Pagsamahin natin
That's a big
siya.
problem.
Okay, eto na. WRP, I personally don't have pants yet. Since out of stock siya palagi. I
Yes.
don't have pants yet. But, with WRP, you can't wear anything besides the jogging pants or your own jogger pants. Pero, hindi ka makakapasok ng gate. I mean, makakapasok ka, pero kukuhaan ka ng ID if naka-jogger pants ka.
Yes.
So, for me, na galing pang Las Piñas, which is 2 to 3 hours away, I still have to bring another set of jogger pants. Tapos magpapalit ako. So, if in case na I'm running late, I still have to change my pants. Because, hindi pwede ako papasukin ng gate na naka-jogger pants. Pero pagdating naman sa loob, hindi naman ako ipag-WRP.
Yes, even if you...
naka-jogger.
And kahit WRP mo lang is board games and arts and crafts, which is
Tama.
jogging pants and the dry fit top is unnecessary.
Diba?
Parang they can also, parang a solution for that, they can use naman the casual or the usual FE uniforms, which are the polo and jogging pants or maong pants.
Alam nyo, nung nag-music instrument ako something na
Yeah.
WRP, ang daming hindi WRP sa amin dahil lang na-late sila. And yung reason nila, kahit justify na talaga nila, yung reason nila, bakit sila na-late, is dahil nagpalit pa sila into jogging pants.
Yes.
Sobrang inconvenient and unfair. Kasi, sariling grades nila naapektuhan. They're just trying to comply lang naman sa standards ng FEU. So,
I just hope there's a progress regarding that
Yeah.
matter. Kasi, grabe talaga yung hassle to the point na, isipin mo, nagaganda ng grades natin, di ba? Magaganda
Yeah.
ng grades natin.
Yes, really, true.
Magaganda yung grades
But I wait for 1 week.
Ay, nakakaganda.
Congrats on me.
Maganda yung grades natin, but all of us, I think our biggest problem is WRP.
Mhm.
Plus the dress code.
And the dress code. Parang, di ba, minsan ako isipin ko, bago ako matulog sa gabi, iisipin ko muna, ano bang susuotin ko bukas? Ano bang, like, yesterday, G and I went shopping, but the only thing that was on my mind kapag nakakita ko ng magandang damit was, pwede ba to sa FEU? Hindi ba ako mababiolate dito? Appropriate ba yung pants na to? Yung shirt na to? So, yun yung, di ba? Kailangan mong isipin.
And another, dahil nga, parang naglalak ng attention yung guards sa pagsita ng others, like, selective lang sila. Ang nangyayari tuloy sa students, parang they pin their hate or parang confusion doon, their anger, against each other, rather than pointing out the problem mismo.
And marami rin tayo mapapansin actually. Pag nasa labas ng gate, kanya-kanya yung ayos ng mga damit. Bago makita ng mga guards,
Yes,
baba
just
ng
like
mga
yours.
skirt, angat ng mga tops, pero pagkalagpas, ayan na, medyo naghiiklian ng mga damit. So, di ba? Ganun din eh. Like, it's not like mapipigilan nila.
Yes, because it's what they want to wear. It's what they want to, it's how they want to express themselves.
Wala naman tayo matatapakang tao sa suot natin, di ba?
Yes.
Tsaka, isa pang bagay na pinakaayaw ko sa dress code is kapag nagkaroon ka na ng 1-day suspension or major violation about it, hindi ka na pwedeng makapag first honors or second honors. Bawal ka nang mag-Latin
Grabe.
honors. Like, sobrang harsh nila.
Something you did from your first year will reflect on your whole life, actually.
Kaya nga eh.
Kahit na, let's say, lahat ng grades mo, 90 and even 100, kahit 100 pa lahat ng grades mo, dahil lang sa simpleng violation sa dress code, hindi ka na talaga makakagraduate with Latin honors kahit deserve mo yun sobra.
As students, we may continue to raise our voices by posting on social media platforms the negative experience that we are facing in regards of the WRP course and dress code issues. In this way, we could have a chance to be heard by the people who are in a higher position and have control over our WRP and dress code system.
Kurik ka dyan, Mandig. However, we must not just call out the administration. We must urge them to make substantial and effective revisions to the system.
I agree. If you're talking about WRP, I personally think that the administration should make major alterations to the set course. The required hours should be lessened and slots must be maximized in a way that several students can book in a particular one. If we can't maximize slots in that way, the regime should make a way to add more slots per day.
And the admins must also acknowledge the lack of air-conditioned rooms for WRP sessions, for it causes significant distraction and inconvenience to the instructors and students.
That's one. In my part, I strongly believe that the grading system of WRP must be altered as well. Back then, WRP graded students with letter remarks, like how the other courses did. But now, it's either you fail or you pass. There's really no in-between. The letter grading
Grabe.
system must go back.
Yes. Tama.
Yeah, I also think that WRP activities do not involve physical practices should not require the students to wear jogging pants
Yeah.
uniform to right?
It could be a huge inconvenience to those who haven't purchased their WRP uniforms din eh. Those who have no available jogging pants or those who still have to change their
Yeah,
clothes in
that's
FEU. So, dito, we recommend din na we empower FUCSO's petition about WRP, which
Yeah.
includes reduction of the minimum number of hours, offering more slots, improvement
That's
in
really essential.
power apps, cancellation feature for students who are unable to
Yeah,
attend
correct.
sessions, better execution of online WRP sessions for OJT students, afternoon community dance fitness sessions,
Correct.
increase of credited UAAP games from 1 to 2 games,
Oh my
Ayan
God.
ang tama.
and release of more WRP lecture
Oh my
schedules. So if WRP really is for the wellness of students, it shouldn't be this stressful to the point that it just burdens us, especially during
Yes.
our midterms and finals.
Correct.
Speaking of having to change clothes in FEU, we can see the distinct relativity of WRP to dress code. Why are garterized jogging pants allowed in WRP but not in the dress code system anyway?
Such a
Yeah.
hassle.
I've been pondering a lot about the dress code issues in FEU too. A lot of my friends have experienced its unfair activities. Hence, I think that we should make revisions in the dress code system, like removing cargo pants, patterned or designed pants, jogger pants, leggings, dresses, and closed sandals or heels.
So, Fetch, as a self-proclaimed progressive campus, we should be able to respect and empower simple and school-appropriate clothing that has nothing to do with our chosen professions. If we can be inclusive to the LGBTQIA plus community, why can't we be just as inclusive to dress code?
Yes.
Yeah, and all that we really need to change in the dress code system is its exclusivity. It is so exclusive to the point that it is already anti-poor. I just hope that the administration sees the real problems of WRP and the dress code, and not just blame the students for the inconveniences.
Yeah.
We really need to push and amplify the voices of Tamaraund until change for the betterment is substantially seen.
And who are we? I'm Courtney.
I'm Franco.
I'm Fran.
I'm Wanmi.
I'm Paj.
And I am Gia.
XOXO, the Tamarites Podcast.